The role of a program manager is both complex and rewarding. Unlike project managers who oversee a single project, program managers handle multiple interconnected projects that together drive strategic goals. They are expected to manage stakeholders, align resources, mitigate risks, and ensure the overall success of programs within an organization. Because of this, interviews for program managers are often designed to test leadership skills, communication abilities, problem-solving techniques, and strategic thinking. When preparing for a program manager interview, it is essential to highlight your ability to see the big picture while also handling details. Employers want to know if you can motivate teams, manage cross-functional initiatives, and deliver measurable outcomes. To help you get ready, let's go through some common program manager interview questions. I will explain why each question is asked, then say, "Answer begins here," so you know where the response starts, and finally I will add a tip for strengthening your answer. Question 1. Can you describe your experience as a program manager? This is often an opening question to assess your background. Answer begins here. I have over 7 years of experience in program management, during which I've led multiple cross-functional initiatives in the technology sector. For example, I managed a program involving 3 separate software development projects that had to be integrated for a major client. I coordinated timelines, allocated resources, and held weekly stakeholder meetings. The program was completed on schedule and exceeded customer satisfaction goals. Tip: keep your response specific, focus on accomplishments and measurable outcomes. Question 2. How do you differentiate between program management and project management? Interviewers want to ensure you understand the scope of your role. Answer begins here. Program management focuses on coordinating multiple related projects to achieve strategic business goals, while project management deals with delivering specific outputs within defined constraints. For instance, in my previous role, a project manager handled the delivery of a mobile app, while I, as a program manager, oversaw the entire digital transformation initiative that included the app, back-end systems, and staff training. Tip: use real examples to show that you can think strategically beyond single projects. Question 3. How do you manage competing priorities across multiple projects? This question evaluates time management and prioritization. Answer begins here. I start by aligning priorities with organizational goals. I assess the impact of each project, its dependencies, and available resources. For example, when managing 2 overlapping initiatives, I identified the project that directly influenced revenue and ensured it received immediate attention, while still maintaining progress on the secondary project by reallocating resources. Regular check-ins helped keep both on track. Tip: highlight your decision-making framework, not just juggling tasks. Question 4. Can you give an example of managing stakeholder expectations? Stakeholder management is at the heart of program success. Answer begins here. In one program, stakeholders expected rapid delivery despite resource constraints. I scheduled a stakeholder workshop where I clarified timelines, risks, and trade-offs. By presenting realistic scenarios, I gained agreement to phase the program into milestones. This approach balanced expectations while maintaining trust, and stakeholders appreciated the transparency. Tip: show how you build trust with honest communication. Question 5. How do you ensure communication flows smoothly across projects? Communication is a key part of leadership. Answer begins here. I establish a structured communication plan early on, including weekly status updates, dashboards, and escalation procedures. For example, in a global program spanning 3 countries, I introduced a shared project management tool and bi-weekly virtual syncs. This reduced miscommunication and ensured all teams were aligned on priorities. Tip: mention tools, methods, and processes that demonstrate organization. Question 6. Describe a challenge you faced in program management and how you overcame it. This reveals problem-solving ability. Answer begins here. During a large program rollout, one of the critical projects fell behind due to vendor delays. Instead of waiting, I reassessed the dependency map and identified parallel tasks that could move forward. I also negotiated with the vendor to provide partial deliverables. By restructuring the timeline, we avoided major setbacks and still achieved the overall deadline. Tip: always explain what you learned from the challenge. Question 7. How do you measure the success of a program? Employers want to see if you think in terms of business outcomes. Answer begins here. Program success is measured not just by on-time delivery, but by alignment with business objectives. I use KPIs such as ROI, customer satisfaction, and adoption rates. For example, in a digital platform upgrade, we didn't just measure completion dates. We tracked user adoption rates and found a 40% increase in engagement within 3 months, proving the program's impact. Tip: always connect success metrics to organizational goals. Question 8. How do you handle conflict within your team or between project managers? Conflict management is inevitable in complex programs. Answer begins here. When conflicts arise, I act as a mediator. I listen to both sides, identify the root cause, and focus discussions on program goals rather than personal issues. For instance, 2 project managers disagreed on resource allocation. I facilitated a meeting where we reviewed data and prioritized based on critical deadlines. By focusing on shared goals, we reached a fair resolution. Tip: show emotional intelligence and fairness in your response. Question 9. What tools or frameworks do you use for program management? This shows your technical knowledge and adaptability. Answer begins here. I use tools such as Microsoft Project, Jira, and Asana for tracking progress. For frameworks, I often rely on PMI's program management standards and agile methodologies where applicable. For example, in a hybrid program, I combined agile sprints for software delivery with traditional planning for infrastructure upgrades. This balance gave flexibility while ensuring structure. Tip: tailor your answer to the company's known practices if possible. Question 10. Why should we hire you as our program manager? This is your chance to summarize your value confidently. Answer begins here. You should hire me because I bring a proven ability to manage complex, cross-functional programs that deliver real business value. I combine strategic vision with hands-on execution, ensuring projects align with organizational goals. My strong communication, leadership, and problem-solving skills enable me to build trust with stakeholders while delivering measurable results. Tip: end with confidence and emphasize your unique strengths. Conclusion: program manager interviews are about proving that you can manage not just individual projects but an entire ecosystem of initiatives. Employers look for candidates who balance strategic vision with operational execution, who communicate effectively, and who can handle challenges with resilience. By preparing structured answers and supporting them with real examples, you will show that you can lead programs successfully while keeping teams motivated and stakeholders satisfied. When practicing your responses, remember to highlight measurable outcomes, demonstrate leadership, and show that you understand how to connect projects with business goals. With the right preparation, you can walk into your program manager interview ready to demonstrate both your expertise and your potential to drive success at an organizational level.